excuse me being dirty, but we're finally gonna get along to it. For all the 3-valve guys out here, anybody just watching, I figured why not? We might as well do a build breakdown on the 3-valve. Some of you may say it's not a build, some of you may say it is. It's a 4.6 3-valve. There's only so much you can really do with the platform. Me personally, I love the platform. It's enough for me. Yeah, sure, if you know me, you know I want to get a 5.0 next year, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about the 3-valve. So we're going to break the list down. So this is my 2009 Mustang GT. It is a 45th anniversary. I took the badges off. I say GT now, don't mind the dirty car. So I bought this car back last year around May, give or take, with 115,000 miles on it, and bought it for about $11,500. We're just gonna go straight into it and go to the cosmetics. So starting out, we got the GTCS front lip. I want to say, if you, depending on where you order them, you can get them for like 60 to 75 bucks. So it's not super expensive, and it changes the look of the front end, makes it look a whole lot lower. Great mod. If I was you though, what I should do with mine is take it off, paint it black. So that would be my recommendation. Go get you some paint, take it off, paint it. Moving on now, we have these Halo style headlights. They're actually pretty cool. I want to say these are like, give or take, 250 bucks. Going on to the side, obviously I did with the silver and black. I didn't really like the chrome look of the 45th anniversary badges. I still have them, but I bought these for both sides. They're just black GT badges, and just kind of measured them out with a level, made sure they were flat, put them in the same spot, and put those down. I want to say they were like 15 bucks. Moving on to our wheels. Man, geez, this car is so dirty. Anyways, moving on to the wheels. These are the AMR charcoal, I want to say they're the charcoal silvers, if I remember correctly. They're 18 by 8s in the front and 18 by 9s in the rear. I have a 1/2-inch spacer in the rear, no spacer there, and I want to say these without the tires were, give or take, about 800 bucks. With the tires, I want to say they were close to 1,500. Next up, we have these. They are 2-line. Most of the ones you'll see are 1-line, but are side markers. These actually weren't super expensive. I want to say these were either eBay or Amazon, and they were like 15-20 bucks. Jeez, the rear end of this car is so dirty. Anyway, sorry guys. I'm honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have work and then I have school right now. The car is just super dirty. I honestly have not had the time to mess with it. Anyways, as long as we keep going, we're good. I'm just gonna stay off the dirty part, so don't mind it. I should just walk right up and just write "wash me" right here. Anyways, we have the smoke third brake light. I want to say that one wasn't super expensive either. I want to say that was like 15-20 bucks. Then we have the Raxium Spider. Yeah, the Raxium Spider taillights. They are sequential, have a reverse light. I want to say those ones were like 350 bucks, give or take. So it's a little pricier, but it looks so good on the rear of these cars. So next up, I don't know if you can see, we have it's kind of like a medium fin diffuser, and I didn't want the like side spats. It was just those. That I want to say those will run you like $50, give or take, and with mine it didn't fit right because it was for the hardtop. I guess something's different back there, I'm not exactly sure. So cut it flat, sanded it down, and that is mounted on there, but I want to say those are about 50 bucks. Lastly, for cosmetics, I have this shorty antenna right here, and it honestly looks a whole lot better than having the giant wand that sticks up higher than the car. It's like that. It is just goofy looking. It flops like this back and forth in the wind. I want to say that one's probably 20-25 bucks, give or take, but it's so much better than having the big floppy wand, so it's definitely noticeable. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and hop into the performance side of the car. First, I'll just go ahead and get out the way the brakes and kind of like suspension drivetrain mods. First is we have drilled and slotted in the front. I don't know if you can see those. Those I got at a pick and pull. Those I want to say were like 150 bucks. If you buy new ones, I want to say they're a little more, but honestly, I like them. It helps a whole lot, and on top of that, aesthetically, they're kind of cool looking. So there's those. So next thing, if we go in the car, I know you guys can't see some of it, but we do have
373s in the rear, and I want to say those were, they came with the pinion and gear. We did all the lib, all new fluids. I want to say those were 275, give or take, 275, 300, one of the two. So those are great. Highweight's great. You know, just in general, I like 373s. So next, if we get in, I'm not counting this as a mod. I know somebody's gonna come to me and say some ricer shit. I know, but I like it, and it's not overdone. I'm not overdoing the whole thing. So leave me alone on that. Interior, not a whole lot done. I have also, for the next person who calls me out on this, because the 0509s are prone to this problem of these door cards peeling. So I went and I found a solution that is called Dashkins. You can go check them out if you ever want to fix these. Dashkins is great because that is how it's supposed to look, even though that one's kind of peeling too. So I have the Dashkins at home. I'll probably make a video on that later, but that is just a common issue. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. So if you come inside, I have the threading on this is messed up. Buddy of mine messed up the threading, but it's a Hurst short throw for the TR3650s, which is the manual transmission that comes in this car. It is a 5-speed. This is the TR3650. I like this. A lot of people think that this is very long throws, but it is a whole lot easier than your factory shifter that sits about here and it looks like a shifter for a Prius. So this is a whole lot better. Give or take about 350 bucks. So if anybody has ever done research on the 3-valve 4.6s from 05 to 2010, which is the first year of the new Gen S197 body style, these things are kind of lackluster in power. They make about 305 crank at about 6,500 RPMs and about 285 wheel. So, you know, building this platform up to something fast is kind of hard. So it's kind of just a car that you build to enjoy. If you have a fast, badass 3-valve, props to you, because that shit is pricey. Anyways, the exhaust setup is pipes, violators, axle backs, which were about $225. I have a custom catless H pipe, which I did on my own. If you buy one, it's probably going to be around $300 to $400, give or take. Pipe shorty headers, which were about 400 bucks, and we will pop the hood and get to the rest of it. So coming around to the performance side of the car, there's only, like I said, there's only so much you can do without really boosting this car to make good power. So I'll just kind of give you a short rundown of what I have. I was hurting for money at the time, not gonna lie to you guys. SR performance intake, it worked fine. I just had this issue where I ran a brake hose across and literally just clamped them down because this does not reach. If you own one of these, you know that this does not reach. So this was my solution, but that's about 120 bucks. After that, we have the Ford Performance EV6 injectors. They are 47-pound injectors. I want to say those were about 300 bucks. SR Performance strut tower bar. Honestly, I do not remember how much I paid for those. You will have to research that because I do not remember. And then after that, I have Molly pistons and Eagle rods. I did not get a board out. I did not. Just those. I'm not sure I remember what the parts were on it, but the labor when I got them done was $800. So labor was $800. Anyways, just to pair it up, I went ahead and I have a custom chip tune from STL Mustang, and I have the dyno. I do not have the sheet with me. I will probably have to post that, but I got it done up there at STL Mustang, and it made 328 on 93. I do not run E85. I don't have the money for the conversion, if I'm being honest. It's expensive. But that is just kind of the simple rundown of this car. Do I love this platform? Yes. It is, like I said, it is lackluster in power. It is very expensive to actually push good power out of this car and this platform. But if you are getting into the car stuff right now, with how low the market is, the 3-valve is a great way to go about getting a car just to get your feet in the door. With that being said, guys, I just want to say thank you guys. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. I know content is slow right now, obviously, with the cold weather. It's kind of hard to get meets in. This year, some of the guys, we are going to decide to try and switch over a little more from car meets a little bit to doing some of our own car stuff. So just figured I would let you guys know that. I do have one question suggesting I need you guys to drop this shit in the comments.
what do I get next? Do I get the halo fog lights or do I get a wicker bill? You guys let me know.